Hell, excuse me. Look at there. Okay, let me clear my throat. All right, let me try that one more time. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Royal Sussex Live. Welcome, one and all. Well. I just when you thought it was going to be a relatively quiet night, turns like our I'm sorry, it turns out our Duchess had other plans. Yes, she did. She went to a gala. Okay, let me bring up the slides here. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Was I through with the slides? You know what? Give me a second. I need to grab a couple more things that I saw. Um, but in the meantime, I'll put this one up here for you. Okay. But there's a couple more things that I needed to grab. And I will be with you directly. Because I saw a couple more images come through. So let me just grab those and we'll make it do what it do. Okay. All right. There's one and there's two. I got two more to go. And then we will discuss. We will discuss. Have I seen that before? Oh, okay. Who the heck is this? Okay. You know what? I lied. There's a bunch more. Give me just a second here. Trust me, it'll be worth it. It will be worth it. But since I'm here, I may as well grab them. Because, there is a fever pitch of activity in the interweb. Okay. So, okay, one more. Let me see. I got that. Got that. I'm okay without that. Uh, wow. Wow. And one of my usual sources has no idea that this is going on. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh. No, I can't even share that video with you. Can't share that. Oh, fudge. They got the watermark on it, so I can't share those. Okay. All right, let's get on with it then. Other than that, I'm all good. Thank you for your patience. Trust me, it'll be worth it. Okay. Do that. Do that right quick. And those two. Okay. All right. So let me take this away. Let me take, well, actually, I can leave that. I'll just bring up the other one. Wait. So slides. Okay. All right. I'm going to do a refresh slide. Let me get rid of that one. All right. Let me see who was here first. Connie Balmer. I just saw Connie Balmer. Carol Lunn was here first. Thank you very much. Novi D. Carmen's Place Beauty. All right. Maurice Brown. Lydia Washington. Wow. There we go. All right. So just added a few more. So there we go. The Princess Meghan. Apparently, there was a gala tonight for the LA Children's Hospital. Yeah, there was a gala tonight for the LA Children's Hospital. Let me see so I can give you the whole story. Okay. Oh well. mm, okay. Okay. I was hoping that there was a. All right. Never mind. Never mind. So I'll just say this: Megan went to the. She wore the. That is her Carolina Herrera. Do you all recognize that dress? Do you recognize it? Because you have seen it before, but you've actually seen so much more of it. If you understand what I'm saying, right? It doesn't have the little cape part to it. At the waist there was the big poofy like train on it. Well, that is gone. So now it is more cocktail and less formal. Not that cocktail isn't formal, but you know what I mean. Yes, thank you. It doesn't have the train. Absolutely, it does not have the train. So, of course, leave it to the Daily Fail. Wait a minute. You can see they saved me a lot of trouble, right? Leave it to the Daily Fail to go as shady as possible. But that's okay. Yes, she was by herself. No big deal. And of course, Meghan hasn't forgotten how to work the red carpet. And is she ever looking tan and lovely? Absolutely tan and lovely. Uh, okay. Move that over there. All right. Okay. And right here. So if you take a look on the left, that of course is the Carolina Herrera as you remember it from the Intrepid. And here on the right, there is the train that was such a very cool detail the first time around. So, uh, oh, you know what? And she is wearing something with the open toe. She's wearing, yes, if, okay, take a look here. Oh, wait, there you can see it. Nope, went back too far. There you go. She is wearing something with the open toe as opposed to the satin. I think that was like a satin pump that she wore that night. Really? Who else? Let me see. Uh, you have been unable to comment, but you're here now. You know what I think is that sometimes people may have, by mistake, um, you know, um, oh gosh, what is that I'm saying? Unsubscribed, which reminds me, there was someone I was supposed to try to fix from yesterday, and I didn't get around to doing it. So I I, I haven't forgotten. I haven't forgotten. And I don't know who the little girl is she's speaking to, who is also dressed up like she's a princess herself. Maybe she is the princess. How lovely. How lovely. Very beautiful. Megan is looking so young. How is she looking so young? It's amazing. Absolutely. Let me see. Where uh wasn't there a close-up photo? Hold on a second. I thought I had one that was a little more close up. Let me see. Oh, there we go. That one. Yes. How is she looking so young? Absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Very nice. What do you say? Chasing those children is keeping her fit and young looking. I bet. Meghan looks gorgeous. Yes. Yes. Yeah, she's not wearing a lot of makeup. She is not. It is a very fresh look. Refreshingly fresh. Minus the skirt. Okay. Okay, I'm just going back looking at a few of your comments. Yeah, the shoes are nice. I can't wait to see who made them. Vanessa Jones, thank you so much for the super sticker. And thank you for being here tonight. What a surprise! Surprise. And if you remember the first time we saw that Carolina Herrera with the lovely skirt or train, if you call it that. Wow, but look at those shoes. Look at those shoes. I don't remember what shoes those were from that night, but wow, this is even more stunning from the side. And don't forget, I was there that night. I, of course, did not go inside the gala, but that was when I went to New York that time, and I went to uh, Melba's for the chicken. Oh, the chicken and waffles. It was divine. I just, I dream about Melba's. I do. But yeah, so there was they arrived in a Mercedes van, and I guarantee you Megan was probably standing up the whole time. You know, sometimes people just do not want to crease their clothes, so I could imagine that she was probably standing up the whole time. But it was this huge van, huge, and yeah, it was every time a car went by, we were all looking to see, um, is that her? Well, is that them? Is that them? And anyway, look at how beautiful she looks. Now that, of course, is very much the very formal look. And even there, it doesn't look like she's wearing a lot of makeup, although probably more so than what she wore to the children's hospital. But yeah, just to take a little step back to 2021. What was this, October of 2021? How beautiful. Yes, how beautiful. What a great night that was. I saw them from like a block away. I won't even kid you and say that I was close to them because I was not. Um, but yeah, and she has that hair in that very tight, slick bun. Looks gorgeous. But back to tonight. So there's Amal Clooney, huh? And she looks lovely. Yeah, she looks lovely. What a nice surprise. Definitely was not expecting this. What a nice surprise. These were the extras that I went back to grab. Now, let me see, who is this guy? I just saw it a minute ago. Now I don't remember. Uh I could not share the videos with you, but there's a couple of red carpet videos that are floating around out there, but they have the watermark with Getty all over it. So cannot share those with you. Okay, let me take a look and see what else I can find. Because surely there are some other people that are on to it. Ah, that's who that is. Thank you so much. Someone did send me the name of this person. It's Paul S. Viviano. Well, thank you. Someone sent it to me on the Twitter. CEO of the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. So, okay, he is the CEO of the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, in case you're wondering. Ah, and there's a nice close up of the of Amal Clooney and Meghan, the Duchess of Sussex. Wow, what a great night! I remember what was it? It was in a docu series where they showed Meghan getting dressed that night, right? Remember the docu series, and they showed the background scenes of Meghan getting dressed for the Intrepid Gala. Wow. Okay, I got two more for you. There you go. There you go. Oh, one of the sponsors is Costco. All right. Oh, Kelly Zafin? Kelly Zafin. Oh, you know what? It is Kelly Zafin. It sure is her. I don't know why she looked like Amal Clooney to me. Thank you. That is Kelly Zafin. That's the lady who lost her son. Yeah, and anyway, she's been photographed with Meghan quite a few times. Absolutely, that is her. And you know what? Now that I think of it, Amal is much thinner than she is. Not that she's not thin, of course. Ah, yes, yes. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that part of it again. Do you have any idea which episode it was? So I don't have to go through all of them. But yeah, that was funny. Okay, let's work our way back. God, she looks like Amal Clooney. She does look to me. She looks like Amal Clooney, but yeah, that is Zafin. Sweet, sweet, sweet. I'm loving it. Also, you may recall that Meghan, I think she did a storytelling. She did some storytelling for the children at the hospital. Oh God, I just took one of those horse pills that they gave me to heal my stomach. I mean, these things, they look more like biscuits than they look like pills, but they say it's supposed to help. And I have to tell you, I haven't been suffering from the terrible reflux I had, so it does help. But if these pills were any bigger, I would put some butter and jam on them. That's how big they are. They look like biscuits. Lynn James, thank you so much for being here. Her name is Kelly Zafin. Thank you so much for being here. Oh, I'm me too. Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you, Pura. Okay. Let's go back again. So remember, this is the dress before the first time she wore it. with the big skirt on it. And that was back in 20. Can you believe that was 2021? That was back in 2021. And I'm thinking they had to, oh, maybe not. Maybe not. But yeah, Megan was a little larger then because she was still carrying some of the baby weight. Looks good on her though, but now she's much slender compared. Wow. I mean, look, I mean, it does look that little extra weight looks that looks very good on her. But you can tell that that was from the baby. And now it's just like, uh-huh, uh-huh. Ah, okay. Let me see here. What a great night. What a great surprise. Oh, 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 oh. Let me see here. Okay, I cannot share that video. I'm trying to find one that I can share, but I cannot. Ah, but let me see here. Oh, she just took a picture with the little girl. Yeah, the little girl, and I don't know who the it's a family that she just took a photo with. Okay, I tell you what I'll do is I'll try to take a screenshot of it so at least you can see that. See the family that she just took a photo with. Get your big head out the way. Okay. Let me try that again because somebody just got their big head in the way. Ain't nobody trying to see you. Oh, okay, okay. Ain't nobody trying to see you with your big head. All right, give me a chance. I will I'll share those with you in just a second here. Oh wait, where did that go? Oh, how sweet. How sweet. You know, bat grid is everywhere. That's okay. They're just doing their jobs. Okay. That's okay. Okay. All right. It's coming up. It's coming up. One second. Now, again, I couldn't get the video for you, but I am going to share the. I'll let you see who she just took a photo with. Okay. Oh no, that's Nacho and his family. I don't need that. Okay. I'm so excited that I just can't hide it. Okay. 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 Coming up. All right. So I guess this is like a family that is there for the gala, obviously. And Megan took a photo with them. Oh, wait a minute. That is both they're the same. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, actually, those are two photos, but there you go. So that's who she just took a photo with. Oh, wait a minute. All right. I see the other one. Let me try that again. Okay. I see what I did here. There. Okay. There we go. So there's this one, and that's the proper photo. Oh, no, it ain't because they blocked a little girl with a big head in the way. All right. Let me see. Prince Harry has good taste. Absolutely, he does. Okay. Yeah, you me too. I thought Hollywood was tired of Meghan. That's what I thought. I thought that she had been blocked and barred and disbanded and not allowed to come near anybody famous. Yeah, they had no idea this was going to happen. No idea. But I noticed that they don't even bother to try to speculate where they may show up because, well, I mean, it'd be a waste of time because they can't keep up. They can't keep up. I'm surprised that nobody's opened up a Twitter space. I'm shocked. Okay. Now this squatty is definitely on it because she started posting about this 51 minutes ago. It's like, okay, you know how you guys are always saying, when do I sleep? There's people I always wonder, when do they sleep? If you just joined us, let us go back to where we started. Let us go back to where we started here and then here. Okay. Oh, she looks gorgeous there. She looks gorgeous there. Hold on, let me grab it. I'll show it to you. Oh, how sweet. She just um when she saw the CEO of the hospital, she just gave him a big hug. But just so you know, there's some video from the red carpet. I'm just not able to share it with you. So, wonder what time it is there, or what time this started. 51 minutes ago. So that means it would have been like what 10? Okay, that's. I wonder what time this started. Well, there's a little girl there, so I'm sure they have a schedule for it somewhere. All right, so let me show you the photo that I just grabbed. Megan looks gorgeous here. Okay. All right, it's coming. Huh? Huh? She looks gorgeous there. Nice candid shot. Very nice. Okay, let me see who else is posting. Nothing. This just kind of caught everybody off guard. Oh, okay. I like that. Hold on. Let me see here. Let me grab this one. That is a good one. That is a good one. That is so sweet, the, photo of Meghan with the little girl. That is very sweet. And again, the, gown that she's wearing, that is the Carolina Herrera without the big skirt on it. Oh gosh. I wish I could share these videos with you, but I just can't. Oh, that is so lovely. Okay, okay, okay. Give me a chance. I'll share these with you. That is a beautiful photo. A lot of these are going to get picked up by the magazines, I'm sure. Speaking of which, where the heck is People? People have not released the article yet. I'd rather quote them than those other people. Uh, finally. Ah, okay, okay. Okay, I'm sorry, you guys. Let me. uh, yeah, if you guys know how to do it, if you want to see the videos, you have to go to Getty. If you know how to do it, you have to go to Getty. Um, Getty has the videos. So yeah, if you know how to do it, you have to go to Getty if you want the videos. Because I just can't. I simply can't share those with you. Okay, I got another nice one for you. Check it out. Check it out. How beautiful is that? I love it. Very nice. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. I got more. I got more. Wait for it. Ah, there you go. Little multiple expressions there. And then that's the one I was talking about before, where she's talking to that little princess there. She looks beautiful. What a great night, right? What a nice surprise. Didn't know this was coming, did you? I certainly didn't. Didn't see this coming. Ah, there you go. Oh, that's the same one as the one on the right side there. And there you have it. How cool. Let me take this from the background so you can see it better. How is she looking so young? I don't know. Let me take a look at some of your comments here. Hi, B10. Thank you for being here with us. Oh, have you been trying to get the vote out? uh, Megan's got the color memo. KP will be seething. Absolutely. Yes, she has that red carpet pose down to a science. Does not have to always accompanied by Prince Harry. After all, Lazy Katie is not always with. Exactly. You know, I was thinking about that earlier, B10. I was thinking about that because they made this big fuss about. Actually, this is the second time that they've been making this big fuss about. Actually, you know what? This is more intense than before though. But this second time they've made this big fuss about Harry and Meghan doing things apart from each other. But if we recall, when William went to New York, they made no big deal out of that. William went to Singapore and they accepted that cock and bull story about somebody had a test or something like that. But uh, on the heels of that huge and successful trip to Colombia and Nigeria, not to mention the fact that they have a production company to run and everything, it just doesn't make any sense that they are making such a big deal out of this. But yet they are. And I just don't think that there's any meat to it whatsoever. Okay. I'm trying to see what else I can find. God, Richard Simmons' brother looks just like him. Okay, at this point, it kind of looks like everybody's sharing the same thing. Oh, I like that. Okay, let me take this away. And I'll put this back up. Yeah, okay. I think that was it for the photos, but I will check again later. I got some dragging to do. I'll be 10. I don't know what's going on, but I hope everything's okay. Okay, little review. Little review. How it started, where we are, and how's it going. Beautiful. I love that look right there. And again, Megan is wearing the Carolina Herrera. The big skirt part is absent. She's just wearing the main part of the dress, whatever you call that. But yeah, how clever. I kind of thought we'd never see that one again, but I was wrong. Okay. All right. So let me get to dragon because I got some dragon to do. All right. So, Spat, As Sussex squad warned, now this is from July 25th, 2022. Sussex squad warned by Kate and Will's supporters she will continue to rise. Prince William and Kate's supporters have warned Harry and Meghan fans, that's us, they should get used to the couple being front and center in the firm as they continue to rise. That has not aged very well, has it? How well has that aged? Huh? That has not aged very well. You don't even, we didn't see Kate for what, 6, 7 months? It is a monumental understatement to say that that has not aged very well, but it has not. How shallow their lack of foresight. Yeah. How well, I mean, consider where they are right now. William has grown a beard. He looks like Grady on Sanford and Son, minus, Grady had a little afro, but he's got a beard that looks like Grady on Sanford and Son. He's lost probably about 30 pounds, it looks like. And Kate is all but non-existent. So I tell you, that little thing there has not aged well at all. Writing on Twitter, one royal fan said Sussex squad better get used to this. William and Catherine will continue to rise and receive more honors, official portraits, and jewelry from the Queen's vault. What are you, 3? Is this a 10-year-old or something? They are growing and thriving in their roles and will make fabulous prince and princess away. They're unstoppable. Did you all know they're unstoppable? I was going through my archives and I found this and I thought, oh boy, this is rich. One user commented on the post, the whole Cambridge family is now taking top billing and center stage, separating their family from all others in the royal family. This is what the derangers talk about. These are derangers. Those are like deranger words that was quoted in the Express. Another, always looking up, always focusing on people, always doing the work. They're always doing the work. They're always doing the work. A third wrote, they are so loved and appreciated. It comes after the couple released their first portrait as future king and queen consort this week. The portrait was released on Thursday, showed Kate and William standing side by side with their arms around each other. Uh, I love it. It has not aged very well at all. The individuals that wrote these tweets, I wonder what they were thinking around, let's say, March or even February. What were they thinking then? Unstoppable? Unstoppable. I saw this earlier and I screamed. I'm like, this did not age very well at all. Mind you, this was from June 2022. So that means that the Queen was still alive and in a holding pattern to the great beyond before she went down in that storm shelter over at the St. George Chapel. Let me see. Charles and Camilla, they were still doing their thing. June 2022. Okay, Harry and Meghan, of course, were here. So yeah, it's they're unstoppable. They're unstoppable. You hear me? They're unstoppable. How dare you? Now you can't hardly find them. You can barely find them. Princess Kate and Prince William's new approach to royal duties decoded by expert. Princess Kate and Prince William are embracing a modern approach to royal duties, showing warmth and reliability, according to an expert. In other words, they're going to be more like Harry and Meghan. They're going to do their best to try to be Harry and Meghan. And of course, the article, which I did read this article, all they're saying is more about how Kate is going to do. Well, they were making a big fuss about Kate embracing that young child that is terminally ill, and the family had no idea that they were going to meet Kate that day. That was something last minute, and I believe Richard Kay alluded to that. That was something last minute that was contrived by the what do you call it? The PR office. So okay, yeah, that was some last minute wrangling by the PR office. Yeah, they have been doing this for a while, haven't they? Trying to be Harry and Meghan. Harry and Meghan somehow bothered by them wearing jewelry and taking pictures. It's so silly the way that they talk, but the derangers are so easily excited by, well, you can't have much, what is the word I'm looking for? You can't expect much from Will and Kate. So when they do the least little bit, they have to amplify it just to feel complete. The derangers, that is. Uh, Grab him by the ballot. Yeah, that is the vice president as Rosie the Riveter. Remember that famous poster from World War II, Rosie the Riveter? Well, this is the Kamala um, version of it. There you go. Now, Nacho Figueres and Delfina Blaquier attend the. Are you ready for it? Now, see, I had this pronunciation all together. It is the Vouvet Clicquot, the Polo Classic underway at the Pacific Palisade, California. So that thing right there is phonetic spelling for Veuve Clicquot. Veuve Clicquot. Okay, that's how you say it. Veuve Clicquot. Which means window in French is pronounced veuve or veuve. Veuve or veuve. Clicquot. Got it? Which is a family name. The Clicquot is a family name pronounced Clicquot. The name is the Champagne House, refers to its visionary matriarch, the Veuve Clicquot Ponsardine. Or Ponsardin. Yeah, Ponsardin. Okay? Now, that is the official explanation, and that's how you're supposed to say it. Veuve Clicquot. When you say it, it's almost like you're flirting. Veuve Clicquot. I mean, do it. Do it yourself and see how your lips are shaped when you do that. It's almost like you're trying to flirt with someone. Veuve Clicquot. Veuve Clicquot. Right? Veuve Clicquot. Right? There you go. Very flirty. I like that. Now, the longest face on television The only face on television that was longer than this face was that of Mr. Ed. Mr. Ed had a long face, but not as long as Miss Tominey. Camilla Tominey has the largest, most massive head on television. Unfortunately, there's not much in it, and that's a real shame. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Got it. Now, let me see here. There's a little sound bite for this, and I'm going to share it with you. Veuve Clicquot. You see, if you say it just right, I mean, it's like you could it's almost like somebody just kind of licked the back of your neck. Veuve Clicquot. All right. Very flirty. Veuve Clicquot. Yes. Boris Johnson was born in New York City. Unlike the United States, you can be prime minister without being born in the United Kingdom, but you cannot be president unless you were born in the United States or a military base or a United States protectorate. Let me see. Where is that awful person? Oh, you're welcome, B10. I am glad to share this moment with everyone.
In my view, they came to an event we did for female education, and they were brilliant. And she was particularly good and articulate and on it and on the detail.
So you got on quite well.
And yeah. I got on well with both of them. And I also worked with Harry when he did his Invictus Games for disabled veterans in the Olympic Park. And so in a sort of, fit of pomposity, I thought, this national asset is leaving our country. I think he's a force on the whole, could be on the whole a force for good. I'm going to try and discourage him. And so I had a pathetic attempt at that. It didn't work. Prince Harry and Meghan, in my view, they came to an event we did for female education, and they were brilliant. And she was particularly good and articulate and on it and on the detail.
So you got on quite well.
And yeah. I got on well with both of them. And I also worked with Harry when he did his Invictus Games for disabled veterans in the Olympic Park. And so in a sort of, fit of pomposity, I thought, this national asset is leaving our country. I think he's a force on the whole, could be on the whole a force for good. I'm going to try and discourage him. And so I had a pathetic.
So, you guys, why am I sharing this with you? Camilla Tominey, oh, you're so right. Who said that? Where did I see that? Somebody said she cried. Yes, you're absolutely right. This is her face, and this is her face. One of the squaddies said, oh my God, Camilla Tominey is dumbstruck with the way Boris Johnson is praising Harry and Meghan. They were a national asset to the country. Prince Harry is a force for good. You heard him. That's what he said. He's the former prime minister. And that's what he said. I keep saying window, and it is widow, and I keep saying window. I mean, I look at it and I still say, well, you know why? Because I think Vuv as view. So that's, and I keep doing it. I look at it and I keep doing it. Thank you. Um, but yeah, so um, she seemed to be a bit heartbroken, dumbstruck, wounded. Look at her face. Why is she so triggered? Why is she so triggered by the idea of somebody giving Harry and Meghan a compliment? Why is she so hurt and bothered by that? Yeah, when his sister was being racist and misogynist, his sister Rachel Johnson being racist and misogynist. And of course, the same thing happened when she was having a conversation with John Cleese. John Cleese was pretty much defending Harry and Meghan and saying how much he liked them. And look at her face. Look at how wide her eyes are, because she's so because her big head is so triggered by any notion or anybody showing any type of humanity to Harry and Meghan. She just gets so triggered. I mean, her eyes are all wide open like she's in the fight or flight stance. It really doesn't have to be that way. I don't get why she's so triggered. All they, not everybody is going to be a part of the cult. Not everybody is going to hate for the sake of hating. But that's what they want. They just got to see everybody punish the Sussexes and drag the Sussexes with her big head. Exactly. There are people that feel like William is ill prepared and possibly missing a screw here or there, like he's got a screw loose or missing a part. Now, let's get on to this one. Oh, God. Now, I did not watch this myself, but there is one of the squatties who takes the best bits and pieces of some of these things, some of the more controversial aspects, and is nice enough to share them with us. And which is good, because I couldn't sit through these things myself. It's too awful. I could not do it. But I do appreciate people who have um you know, I guess taken it on for the team. Taken one for the team. How about that? Someone who has taken one for the team. I appreciate it. Now, there were several clips that they shared. Most of them were irritating and, of course, predictable. But I want you to hear this exchange with Arthur Edwards and old Piranha Face. What's her name? Yeah, you know what her name is.
And he's not given that up, because when he's with those children, they're very sick children, he just makes them laugh and they hug him and cuddle him, and he just absolutely loves them.
Now, of course, he's speaking about the Well Child Awards.
So seeing him this week with Well Child and then seeing him going to Lesotho, two of the things he really loved, and seeing him doing it again made me wish I was back in the royal family, quite honestly, because he had a lot to contribute. And sadly, he decided to go live in America, and I feel bad about that now, because I thought that was awful what he did, and certainly when he wrote about his family in a nasty way, and that television interview with Oprah Winfrey. But you know what? I think you've got to forget that. And if he wanted to come back, I'd be happy about that.
Yeah, but the point is he doesn't want to come back, I don't think. He regarded it as a trap. He still thinks his father and his brother are trapped. And he's finding his own way, and all credit to him. I actually object to the word Mexit. I think that's rude. I think Meghan has her own independent style and her way of life. And yes, it is not in tune with people in the UK, and she is not popular, and I don't think she wants to come back. And therefore, they are going their own ways to an extent. But I hope and believe that Harry is very happy in his life. And I don't think we should set up some rivalry between William and Harry. They both, as Harry said some time ago, didn't he, when we first heard about them splitting up a bit, he said, we are on very different paths. And they are on very different paths, but both are on a legitimate path, I think. Harry has said he views his mission in life to show up and do good, and I think he's doing that. And William is doing a brilliant job in the most difficult circumstances with so much pressure because obviously Catherine's.
Okay. So you know where that was going. William is doing a brilliant job because of Catherine's illness. They're both sick in various ways. Well, Miss S, he may very well be. I'm not sure. He's been around for a while, and he's been eating rich food and drinking from the palace, trough and everything. So, but anyways, Jeannie Bond. Yeah, not Judy, Jeannie Bond. That's her name. She sounds like she's wants to try to guide things in a reasonable way, not for Harry and Meghan's sake, but for the sake of the institution. Not only Jeannie Bond, but also, I believe, to a lesser extent, Robert Jobson. Actually, Robert Jobson isn't really trying to be helpful. He's just dropping truth bombs every so often. But Jeannie Bond can see the writing on the wall that if they pursue this path of being bitter and vengeful and negative, in the long run, it's really going to cost the institution, because the younger generation do not like mean girls, right? The younger generation does not like blatant cruelty, especially unwarranted attacks on someone's character. They see right through that, and they don't care for it. And so, given how sensitive and thoughtful the TikTok generation is compared to the older generation who sees it in print and therefore it must be true, they don't accept that, which is why the royal family is not so popular. Do you all remember when the Queen died and they asked that young lady on the street what she thought about the Queen? And she referred to slavery, colonization, and so many other things. And there was some young man, they asked him what he thought about the royal family, the Queen dying. Same thing. He had a laundry list of some of the things about the British government, about the royal family. And these are young people in Britain in their 20s. And they had a laundry list, both of them, for everything that they thought was wrong with the institution and with the government. So this thing that William has, where he's always trying to make trouble for Harry, they've been lucky so far. because nobody of great credibility has and being very objective, as they have no investment in either Harry and Meghan or the royal family. No one has told the story about that institution. And that's why the other clips was very disappointing, because, okay, Jeannie Bond said she doesn't like the term Mexit. She thinks that that's very wrong. I appreciate that. But she fully accepts this idea that Harry and Meghan did a lot of things wrong to the royal family. She accepts that Arthur Edwards, in another part that I'm not sharing, he said that there's uh, she was isolated from his family. Don't you think that's? I mean, she was, meaning Meghan, was isolated from her family, and now Harry is isolated from his family. There's a common denominator there, and Jeannie Bond agreed with that, meaning, of course, that that is supposed to be Meghan's fault. But the thing is, Meghan was not close to her siblings in the first place. And as for her father, I cannot speculate publicly about some of the things that I believe caused the problems with her father. Other members of the family that Meghan is close to, she is not going to publicly mention that, and neither are they. So the royal rota, including Jeannie Bond, they love to make the most out of this thing about whether or not Meghan speaks to her family. That's nobody's business. The fact that her father is 70 miles up the road, old and frail and all that kind of stuff, we don't have any clue. I can only speculate, but like I say, I cannot do it publicly. But we have no clue what that man has put her through and what that man has put her mother through. But I see a family full of hillbillies on her father's side. And I can only imagine that the same sentiments of the family across the pond that worried about the baby's skin color is probably the same mentality that is on her father's side of the family. And that's just one of the things that I could speculate about, but there's others. Some of them are not fit to say in mixed company, but you get my point. So we don't know what that man has put her through. And yet they have weaponized this old, sick person, her father. They have used his age against her, just as they have used Queen Elizabeth's age against the both of them, that they were supposed to put their life on hold and not do anything to upset the Queen, because the Queen is, what was she, 90, 95, and Philip's in hospital and all that crap they were talking. And then let's get to Harry's family. Harry made up his mind he was going to spend the rest of his life with Meghan. And I could think of several people, very famous people offhand, that have gotten into a mixed marriage, mixed race marriage, or has married someone of another religious faith, and their family have never spoken to them again. And just because it's the royal family and they take photos hugging and kissing all over black people, don't mean that they're comfortable with black people in their family of any stripe, of any mixture. It just doesn't make it so. Jeannie Bond had the nerves at one portion of this to say that William was absolutely right to tell Harry to take caution with Meghan and that he was moving too fast. And you know what? I would say that she lost me right there, but she lost me in several places because she is still towing the company line. She is still using several of the talking points that is very common amongst the royal rota. And then one more thing that I'm going to add to it is nobody, including Jeannie Bond, none of them have explained how the impact of leaking and briefing caused Harry and Meghan to leave that institution. You cannot slander someone in the pages of your tabloids and then expect them to go out and do royal duty and wait for you to slam them in the next tabloid. When Meghan was working with the Grenfell Tower victims, the Hub Kitchen, and they completely tore the situation apart. One of the tabloids says that there may have been some terrorist connections. The women at the Hub Kitchen found themselves in the middle of a big hot mess. Their lives were threatened. And who had something to do with that? Who wrote the article about that? Camilla Tominey. That's who wrote the article. It was vicious, cruel, and mean-spirited. And it was designed to put Meghan in a box, to make sure that Meghan should be afraid to ever step out and outshine that family. It was designed to intimidate. And that was just one instance. There were several instances, dozens, if not hundreds, where the tabloid newspapers would write a good article about Meghan, and then it was all slander, insults, and racism, every other article. So when they say that Harry is isolated from his family, and his family, meaning his brother and his father and their wives, are possibly, allegedly responsible for leaking and briefing, for giving the green light and a license to the tabloids to assassinate Meghan's character, what are you going to do? You're going to tell her, sorry, babe, we tried it, but I guess it's not working out for you. I'll see you down the road. Or do you just leave with her? That's who you love. You leave with her. But there's no objectivity. There's no consideration for what that institution is responsible for. They won't speak of it. They can't speak of it, and they're not going to. Everything is poor William has the weight of the world on his shoulders. Poor Charles has the weight of the world on his shoulders. And some of these same tabloid reporters, and that includes Big Head, the same ones was saying terrible things about Diana because they were given the green light to do it. They have more say over what goes into the pages of those dreadful newspapers than they will ever admit to. And Jeannie Bond, with this very pious act that she's putting on, she's no better than the rest of them. She's no better than the rest of them. She may have polished up her act a little bit, and she sounds so thoughtful and reasonable here and there, but essentially she has taken the side of the institution. And I still do not believe this story about how Princess Diana knew the score and accepted Camilla. That's the same Jeannie Bond who said that Princess Diana accepted Camilla and understood and even cheered her on. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I will not accept it, and I don't believe it. That entire broadcast in front of an audience was a complete exercise of the character assassination of Harry and Meghan. Arthur Edwards was there for a reason. He's not even a reporter, he's a photographer. Jeannie Bond is there to give a hint of reasonable thought and consideration to the Sussexes. But like I said, she is still the same person. She is not changed a bit. It's all very clever. And don't forget my rule number one. Anytime you see a panel of people having a discussion, run, because they are there to tell you how to think. They're not there to share any information you don't know. It's all part of the plan to make you believe that whatever agenda has been discussed, there has been alternative points of view. No, it hasn't. Ain't nothing changed. And pretty much everybody's on the same page, especially when it has to do with the royal family. Anybody who could push back, they will either shout them down or they just won't let them on the stage. They don't even allow Dr. Shola. They don't allow her on these panels. They don't invite that Jasmine lady. There's a whole bunch of people that they do not engage with anymore. A lot of the people that used to push back, they don't even bother with them anymore. There's no pushback. There's no alternative view. Meet the hair extension expert behind Kate Middleton, Gigi Hadid, and Alexis Earle's luscious locks. That's right. I know you don't believe it either, but those are hair extensions, and lots of them. And not just hair extensions, wigs. New York Hair Salon, we had it confirmed that Princess Kate wears extensions. Page 6 had a fun piece this week. Meet the hair extension expert behind Kate Middleton and those other people's hair. Now, take a look there. Take a look there. That is some of the evidence of hair extensions, and I do mean lots of it. Page 6 knew exactly what they were doing by putting Kate's name in the headline. The profile, spot on. Also, the headline, SpawnCon, is, wait, hold on a second. Okay, a New York City salon, which is basically this year's It Hair Salon. Founder Lisa Richards, Glam, Gigi, Wadey Katie, and Paris Hilton for Princess Princess Beatrice, it should say, are all clients. I didn't know Beatrice went there too. While I will always believe that the Princess of Wales has an extension collection of wigs, falls, and extensions, I don't buy that Kate is a regular client at a New York City hair salon, nor do I believe that clever American hairstylists fly over to the UK to work on Kate's hair. Given the sorry state of Kate's hair pieces last year, I doubt she had quality professionals working on her wiglets. I believe every other name here has probably been a client or is still a client. I guess it's possible that Kate is getting ritzy hair extensions shipped over to the UK Although that's a wild thing to claim, page 6. There you go. Take a look there. I guess Lisa Richards probably figured out that Kate won't bother to deny it. Little does she know that one of the few things Kensington Palace bothers to correct, reports of Botox and reports of extensions. Anyway, if I was a top-notch hair salon, I wouldn't want to brand associate with Kate's janky hair pieces and Loretta and her Loretta Lynn wigs. That's just me. her Loretta Lynn wigs. Oh, I'm sorry, I left this one. But yeah, she said Kate's janky hair pieces and her Loretta Lynn wigs. Stand by your man, give him 2 arms to hold to. Well, you know what? They had been saying that for a while. Celibici was actually on today. If you guys missed Celibici, they actually had a video today. But yeah, I mean, it was getting pretty bad last year. It looks like Lady Macbeth buys her wigs and extensions from the $2 store. The Batman dress doesn't help either. Maybe maybe set up a GoFundMe page. Lady Macbeth, Batman dress, Kate. Told you I had some dragging to do. And of course, that's the one that they refer to as the Batman dress. That is a really, really bad wig. The wig itself would be just fine in another setting. But Kate is, how old is she now? 43. That's too much hair. It is too much hair. It's too big. It's too much. And the the fringe or the bangs that she has in the front, this was one of her worst wig days ever. It's too much. It really is too much. The one on the left side, that's another bad wig day. And the one on the right side, well, actually, I'm sorry, that was the same occasion. No, it wasn't. That's a different occasion because she's wearing the gold on the right. But again, bad hair. The hair doesn't match. It just wasn't laying right. I don't know what was going on, but it was really bad. I believe when it comes to wigs, 2023 was her worst year ever. Wigs, wiglets, and extensions. This one is really bad. Really bad. This is not a bathing suit contest. This is not Miss Universe. And I remember some time ago that one of the so-called royal experts was saying that she needs to cut her hair down a bit because it's too much. And it really is. Especially if you're trying to pretend to do busy work, right? You're trying to do busy work. And you're trying to compete with, let's just say, the Sussexes. But yet you are coming out there, looking like a Vegas showgirl is going to a funeral or something like that. It's too much. I just think it's too much. Yeah, and if you take a look, Meghan's hair is not that big. It really is not. It lays like real hair. Meghan's hair is not that big. And the what's the lady there? Her hair is not that big. And this is after 6. They're doing after 6. Kate is going to perform business with this. She has the biggest hair of any royal in Europe. She has the biggest hair of any royal in Europe. Huge. And somebody should have took her to the side a long time ago and just let her know, chill. It's getting out of hand. But look at there. How many different wigs? It looks like she's got like 3 or 4 wigs on at one time. Wigs, extensions, whatever it is outrageous. Enough is enough. Calm down. Now, because it is Black History Month in the United Kingdom, I wanted to demonstrate that if Kate really wants to look like she's, a lady, a woman of the people, a princess of the people, she could go ahead and get that finger wave. She might as well go ahead and get some finger waves. Go on over there to Brixton, find yourself a little salon in Brixton, and get them finger waves. Yeah. She need to go ahead and go get them finger waves. And if she thinks that the finger waves is too dramatic, then she ought to go ahead and get the braids. We already noticed that she was staring at one of those people at one, I forget which event that was, but see the way she was staring at her? She's like, hi. And then she just kept looking. And she may as well go ahead and get some cornrows or something. Yeah. Yeah, go get the braids. Unless you want to try to do Afro Annie. She can get that big bouffant like Afro Annie. But I think the finger waves suit her. I really do. Yep, I could see her with some finger waves. She got that dark complexion. Yeah. Wait, you see, I remember some time ago, I was actually assuming that she was donating her hair, her old wigs. I thought she might have been donating them to Nana. I thought that like every so often, Nana Akua would like be sitting in her flat and all of a sudden she hear a knock at the door. And when she goes to the threshold and open up that door and there's nobody there, she sees like a big manila envelope on the stoop where somebody just dropped off another used wig. And I was thinking that maybe Kate was donating a lot of her old hair. But anyway, recollections may vary, right? Well, and with that, you all, I am done. Thank you very much. Thank you all for joining tonight. It has been a great night for the Duchess of Sussex, of course. Let me see if I got a couple of other photos I could share with you from tonight's festivity. I might have one or two. Let me see here. If there's anything I haven't shared with you. Maybe that one. Yeah, maybe that one. And I'm going to take a quick look through and see if there's anything else that's been posted before I go. I don't suspect there is. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't know if you can hear that, but that was a little something from Lesotho. I will share that tomorrow. Oh, okay. Wow, Jimmy Kimmel was there. There's a lot of stars there. Isn't that something? It kind of looks like Jimmy Kimmel was sitting close to Meghan. Okay, you guys. Well, let me just say, if you want to see the videos, which I'm unable to share because they are all watermarked, but if you want to see those, you can go to Getty directly to see them. If you know how to look it up, go to Getty. Yes, and that's that. All right. Love you guys. Thank you very much. And Iris Demonia, thank you very much for 22 months membership. I'm glad I can make y'all laugh. I'm glad to do that because laughing is very good medicine. Okay. Okay. And with that, you all, good night. God bless. Stay safe. And thank you, moderators, for keeping this the safe space that it is and continues to be. All right.
Well, obviously it'd be, I would love to have met her, and she's obviously, she's an inspirational woman to look up to, obviously to this day, and, you know, going forward and things. You know, it is, you know, it's a wonderful family. The members who I've met have achieved a lot, and, you know, very inspirational. So, yeah, I do